They say every city hides a secret, but New York hides one so strange, so quietly buried under millions of footsteps that even lifelong residents have no idea it ever existed. It began with a tremor, a small, unexplained vibration under the streets of Lower Manhattan on a cold morning in November 1804. People thought it was an earthquake, but the truth was much stranger. The city had awakened something forgotten, something engineered during a time when America was desperate to prove itself as the world's boldest land of innovation. The year was 1870, and New York City was choking on chaos. Horses clogged every road, carriages collided like bumper cars, and the air smelled of smoke, sweat, and street trash. Commuting was a nightmare. Some days people took hours just to move a mile. Amid this mess lived an inventor named Alfred Ely Beach. Quiet, brilliant, and stubbornly visionary. While other men bragged about impossible dreams, Beach quietly built them in his workshop. And one day, while listening to the endless complaints of New Yorkers about traffic, Beach conceived an idea so wild that even the city's newspapers laughed at him. He wanted to build the first underground transportation system in the United States, powered not by steam, not by horses, but by air. A giant underground train pushed forward by a massive fan. People called it madness, but Beach liked madness if it worked. Unfortunately, he had one problem: William Boss Tweed, the most corrupt political figure in New York. Tweed controlled everything: permits, money, police, even judges. If someone wanted to build anything in the city, they had to pay Tweed, praise him, or both. Beach refused to do either. So he came up with a plan. He would lie. He filed a small permit request to build an underground package delivery tube on Broadway, a tube so small and harmless that even Tweed ignored it. But the moment Beach had his permission slip, he hired workers, sealed the site at night, and began secretly building a full-size subway tunnel beneath the busiest street in Manhattan. Every night, wagons of dirt rolled out disguised as construction waste. Every morning, the street above looked normal, loud, dirty, crowded. But 5 feet below, a miracle was forming. In just 58 nights, Beach completed the impossible, a circular underground tunnel 294 feet long, fitted with a luxurious train car and powered by a giant bronze fan the size of a house. He decorated the station with chandeliers, red velvet carpets, paintings, even a goldfish fountain. When Beach's tunnel finally opened to the public in 1870, people gasped in shock. Women fainted at the beauty. Men refused to believe it was underground. This wasn't transportation. It was elegance beneath the earth. But the most shocking part wasn't the station. It was the ride. The fan pushed the car forward with a soft whoosh, like floating. Riders said it felt like flying in darkness, smooth and fast, without the smoke and screaming of steam engines. For a few weeks, thousands of New Yorkers stood in long lines just to travel 294 feet and back. They didn't care how short it was, they cared that the future had arrived. Then came Boss Tweed. When he realized Beach had tricked him, he exploded in fury. Newspapers that once praised Beach suddenly published stories calling the subway dangerous. Random city inspectors appeared out of nowhere, inventing rules and violations. Even though people loved the new subway, Tweed buried it with politics. After a year of operation, Beach's tunnel was forced to shut down. The station was sealed off, the fan was turned off forever, and the entire project was swallowed by the earth and by time. For decades, people forgot about it. The tunnel became a ghost under Manhattan. Then, in 1912, 42 years later, workers digging for the new official subway system made a stunning discovery. Their shovels broke into a dark, hollow space. When they lowered lanterns inside, they saw something incredible. The station's still intact. The velvet seats, the decorative fountain, the tunnel walls, all dusty but untouched, as if Beach himself had walked out minutes ago. The city quietly destroyed most of it to make room for the new railway line, but a small section remained hidden behind old steel panels, forgotten again. Now, here is the strangest part. In 1968, during a routine inspection, city maintenance workers found another section of the tunnel still preserved, and inside it, something no one expected: the massive fan, rusty but standing, like an ancient relic of a forgotten civilization. The inspectors also reported strange things: echoes, unexplained cold spots, even distant footsteps in an area where no workers were supposed to be. One inspector wrote in his notes, now archived at the New York Transit Museum, that when he placed his hand on the tunnel wall, he felt a vibration like air moving through a giant tube, even though the entire system had been sealed for nearly a century. Modern engineers say it's impossible, but old subway legends say the air still moves because Beach's system was never truly dead. The city just buried it alive. Today, beneath the sidewalks of Broadway, between Warren Street and Murray Street, the remains of the world's first pneumatic subway still sleep in the dark. Millions walk over it every day with grocery bags, headphones, coffee cups, never knowing that just feet below their shoes is a forgotten piece of American history. An underground world of velvet, chandeliers, and the ghost of a subway that was too far ahead of its time. And sometimes, late at night, when the modern subway shuts down and the tunnels fall silent, MTA workers claim they can hear something from the sealed-off section. A faint whoosh in the darkness, as if a long-dead fan is still trying to push a train forward through the past. Some say it's just old pipes. Others swear it's the sound of Alfred Ely Beach's dream refusing to die. But one thing is certain: when you stand on Broadway, you're standing on a secret. A secret New York tried to forget. A secret that still breathes beneath the city that never sleeps.